Hello, everybody. Welcome to Featured Employer Friday. Today is April 23rd. It is a beautiful Friday morning or afternoon. Today we have NSHSS with us, the National Society of High School Scholars. We've got Grace Dent, who is currently employed there. She graduated from Oglethorpe University in 2019. And this is a virtual event that Career Development launched in the fall semester in lieu of career fairs. We'd love to highlight leading Atlanta organizations. My name is Nicole. I'm the Employer Relations Manager. And then we've got Erin Cheryl, who is the Director of Career Development with us. But yeah, Grace, if you can quickly introduce yourself, that would be great.
Of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Grace Dent. I graduated from Oglethorpe, like Nicole said, in 2019, right before everything changed. I double majored in theater and French, and Oglethorpe was the best 4 years of my life so far. So I'm excited to talk about my experience there and my experience now in the workforce.
That is awesome. I didn't know you were a double major. So tell us a little bit about the organization and how you started working there.
Of course. Yeah. So NSHSS is the National Society of High School Scholars. I know that the acronym is hard, but I actually started working for NSHSS on the phones, answering questions. So I got that acronym down within the first month or so on the phones. But we are an international honor organization. We honor students in the US as well as abroad. We have about 2% of our members who are international. But we welcome high achieving students in high school based on a number of factors. They can qualify based on GPA or SAT score, ACT score. There's a lot of factors that we use to qualify students. They join in high school and then we support them through their college career and into the workforce. It's a lifetime membership. You only pay one-time membership fee and then you're an NSHSS member for life. So we like to say that we support students through college and through their careers. So yeah, it's an awesome organization. We support students all the time, even in a global pandemic. It's been a crazy year, but I love my job. I love waking up every morning to support students and help them find out their path in life, which is what you guys do too.
Definitely such an awesome job to get to do. We love working with students on figuring out their path in life. So it's great to partner with another organization that's doing this for students as well. So we understand that there is a pretty good track record of Oglethorpe students being involved with NSHSS. And, of course, you are there now. So I'm curious to know, could you talk a little bit about what is it about Oglethorpe students that really stand out to NSHSS as far as internships and job opportunities?
Yeah, so I think something that, if I can say, made me valuable as an employee was the liberal arts education. I think that it's so valuable to go into any job with sort of a multidisciplinary background. I think that helps me in a year like 2020 be able to pivot and be ready to adapt. I think that the liberal arts education that we had at Oglethorpe really encourages us to open our minds and explore outside of the box. So that sort of thinking for 4 years instilled in me, I think, what I needed to be able to step into a job force in 2020, which was crazy. So something like that, I think, just gives you a lot of skills that you don't realize until you get into the workforce. And then another point to that answer, I have to shout out the Oglethorpe Theater program because I think my theater training gave me excellent skills in event management, which is what I do now. I think that theater skills are very valuable and help you pivot as well on a dime. At an event, if something needs to happen right now, those theater improv skills kick in and I'm able to move and adapt quickly. So yeah, Oglethorpe definitely gave me the skills to excel in this role. And I think that other Oglethorpe students is what we're looking for other team members.
So you mentioned pivoting. Can you tell us how your organization pivoted during the pandemic?
Yeah. So it was crazy, like it must have been for you guys too. But we typically do about 8 to 10 in-person events every year across the country. Obviously, we weren't able to do that in 2020, so we moved pretty quickly in the spring to virtual events, which is something that I had never done before, and our company had never done before. So we did a lot of market research into virtual event platforms. We ended up doing a virtual college and career fair early in the spring, which was a learning experience. But I had never honestly done a webinar or even attended a webinar before March 2020. And then now I've probably done 40 or 50 webinars and virtual events now, a year later. So that pivot happened fast, but I had an awesome team to support us, to support me. And in SHSS, the team is small and it's very collaborative. So we are able to, text each other, call each other. I think being able to communicate any time of day, being able to communicate freely was definitely an asset to us pivoting in the pandemic. And that's something that's a part of the NSHSS culture, really, is that collaborative, open communication. So it's an asset it's a perk to join our team, definitely.
Awesome. It sounds like some really great growing opportunities over the last year, though. I'm sure we have all felt those. And it really, shows that the adaptability skill, which is so important in any work environment. So Ogles, you have adaptability skills now too, that you can definitely talk about in your hiring materials. So let's get in and chat a little bit about the internship positions that are currently available. Could you maybe go through those with us and just share a little bit about what those opportunities are, and then we'll have some follow-ups after that.
Yeah. So the number one opportunity right now is the NSHSS Summer Associate position. So we hire about 10 summer associates every summer to help us with our membership drive. So our big membership drive starts in early June and it goes through the end of July. And that's the time of the year when we're receiving the most phone calls and emails and chats and interaction that we receive any time of the year. So we definitely need the extra help. So the internship consists of communicating directly with our members, with students, with parents, with educators. You're talking to them every day on the phone, communicating with them via email, via chat. It's an awesome opportunity to develop customer relation skills. I definitely stepped out of my shell when I was doing the NSHSS internship. I was able to really realize what it means to speak to people every day, get used to it, sort of break away from the fear of communicating with people every day, and gave me the skills I needed to move into a full-time job where I'm interfacing with other human beings every day. So the internship involves lots of customer relationship management. And it also involves larger opportunities to grow in the company. So I started as an intern in 2017 in the summer. And so now it's going to be 4 years this summer that I've been involved with NSHSS. So, and now I'm at a manager level. So only 1 year out of college, or 2 years almost out of college. So there are opportunities to grow from the internship directly up in the company. So I recommend you apply for that. It's the Summer Associate Internship. It's available now actually on the Oglethorpe Handshake platform. We have 4 open spots. So we'd love to have you guys join us this summer.
Can you share with us some things that you are looking for? Are there any major or class requirements for students to apply?
Yeah, definitely no major required to apply. I applied as a French theater double major, which is obviously not related to customer service, but I got the internship obviously, and my theater skills helped me, and my French skills. I think communication is important, but there's no major requirement. Anyone in college can definitely apply for that internship. It's over the summer, it's full-time, but there is an opportunity to continue on in the fall, depending on what we need, in part-time hours. So if you want to continue on when you go back to school in the fall, that's possible. But really, we're looking for people who are organized, definitely outgoing, because you're going to be talking to people every day on the phone. Definitely a great team player, because you're going to be working with a team of summer associates who are on the phones with you every day. And like I've said, the NSHSS team is very tight knit. So you definitely have to be willing and able to mesh into that culture. but definitely someone who's organized and outgoing is key, I'd say.
Thank you. And I just added in the chat the direct link to the handshake post for the summer internship. So if that's something you are interested in, please check out that link in the chat. Can you tell us a couple more details? Like, when does the application period end? And are these positions compensated in some way? And kind of going into what advice you would have for students who are applying for this and really have their heart set on this opportunity for summer.
Yeah, so it is compensated. It is not an unpaid internship, which is actually what attracted me to it 4 years ago. So it is a paid internship. It's a great way to make some money over the summer. And I was able to support myself through college with my part-time job. So we take care of you here in SHSS, definitely. The applications are open now. You can apply on Handshake whenever you'd like. Definitely get your application in as soon as possible, because we will be filling them by June, definitely. So the applications, my colleague just let me know, are closing on May 10th. So go ahead and apply as soon as you can. We'll be filling those very soon, because our summer campaign kicks off soon and we want to get those positions filled. So May 10th is your deadline.
Grayson, I'm curious to know your personal journey and how you moved into this new position that you're in. If you can just tell us where you started and where you are now, specifically the titles of your positions.
Yeah, so I actually had someone tell me throughout the pandemic that it's actually rare that people go into the field that they major in. So that kind of put me at ease, because I started to think about it, and like, actually all of the older adults that I know didn't major in what they're doing. So I majored in theater. I wanted to go into theater. And then the pandemic hit and it was much harder to get theater jobs. Things were closing down. So I started to be more content and more happy in my role in SHSS. And I realized that my theater skills were being put to use in event management. So I was really, really happy. I think virtual events I got really into and adapted to that. And it made my work from home life a little bit less depressing there at the beginning of the pandemic, when I had no one around really to speak to. I think I have really accepted and been pleased with the fact that my Oglethorpe education, even though I'm not in the acting realm, helped me and became my foundation for my professional life. And I'm now very content, very happy in my role at SHSS, and we're so excited that new things are opening up, and we're going to be doing in-person events here soon. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I would not have expected to be where I am today. I don't think any of us would after 2020. But my journey from Oglethorpe to here, I don't think I would change anything about it. I think it all worked out, and the clear path from Oglethorpe to where I am now is very clear. And I think Oglethorpe definitely opened those doors for me and made sure that I have the career I have now. So I'm very pleased. I would absolutely do my 4 years at Oglethorpe again.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, and the Ogle plug. I love it. So I'm curious to know if you could reflect on maybe a favorite experience you've had at NSHSS that has been just a really incredible learning opportunity, or a space for professional growth and personal growth. Anything like that you'd like to share with the group, and kind of what your takeaways were from that experience.
Yeah. Something comes to mind immediately. Last year in 2019, in December of 2019, we took our students on our regular December tour to Stockholm, Sweden. So we take 30 students each year to the Nobel Prize Week in Sweden, because our co-founder is Mr. Klaus Nobel of the Nobel Prizes family. So we have that connection. So I was actually able to lead the tour in 2019. It was my first time doing anything like it. And I was very, very nervous, because here's my cap, because I was taking, 30 students abroad, and that's a lot of pressure for someone who's 22 years old. but they trusted me with it, and I was honored to have that trust. So I took these students abroad. They were, all of them except for 2 were over 16, which was a little bit, eased my mind a bit, but we had these 30 students, you know, going throughout Sweden for 10 days, and I was leading them, and I had a lot of responsibility, but we made it, and nobody got hurt, nobody got lost, and we all had an awesome time. The students learned so much. We met some Nobel laureates for that year, which was absolutely incredible. We actually got to go to the after party for the Nobel laureates, and met some of them and danced with some of them and drank champagne with some of them, which was crazy. This whole experience was once in a lifetime, and it really gave me something, I think, to live off of for the past year of no travel. But that experience was incredible. It gave me the confidence, I think, to step into more responsibility in our events and tours department. And I'll be leading our tours in 2022 when we go back on the road. So that is something I'm very, very excited to step up and into in my career. So yeah, hopefully we're going to Sweden this December, but if not, we'll definitely be there in 2022.
What an exciting career journey. I mean, I just love that you were able to grow within the organization, that Oglethorpe has prepared you for it, and then that you're, you know, traveling abroad, leading a bunch of teens. I think that's really awesome. Do you have any advice for students who may be interested in applying for this internship?
Yeah, I think definitely know that you have a great shot, because NSHSS has an awesome, awesome long relationship with Oglethorpe. Our CEO, Mr. James Lewis, and president, he is an Oglethorpe champion. He loves Oglethorpe students. He often says that he wishes he could clone me. So if there's any Oglethorpe student who is a clone of Grace, please apply. But not to toot my own horn, but to toot Oglethorpe's horn. I think you have a great shot just with that name of Oglethorpe on your resume. We're definitely open to hiring Ogle students. So definitely apply for this internship if you'd like to make some money this summer and would like to develop your customer service skills. It's a great opportunity and a great family to join. And we're going to have a lot of fun this summer.
Well, Grace, thank you so much for speaking with us. I mean, this seems like a wonderful opportunity for anybody who's interested, and it seems like they're taking good care of you there. And so we love seeing that. So if you are interested, if you're a student and you have any questions about the application process through Handshake, feel free to reach out to us in career development. We're happy to help you with that. Any last words or any parting thoughts?
I think just feel free to contact me also directly. My email address is just my first and last name with a period in between at nshss.org. So it's grace.dent@nshss.org. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to talk about Oglethorpe or NSHSS or the employee environment at NSHSS or whatever. Feel free to shoot me your questions. And I really want to have some more Oglethorpe people on the team. So feel free to apply.
Thank you so much, Grace.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.